So I'm innocent and pure with my thoughts, so face doesn't matter to that extent, so I guess.
Okay, but these days, being too much innocent is also not good. Okay, so where do you come from?
So I'm right now coming from Nasik.
Nasik.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's hear about Nasik.
So Nasik is termed as the grape city of India and the wine capital of India. As 50% of the wine and grapes that used to be exported to different states, they used to be exported from Nasik only. So Nasik is the same place where the Lord Rama and Mata Sita has stayed during the exile period. And so Nasik is out of the four cities where the Kumbh Mela used to be organized. That has also added in the UNESCO World Heritage Site in 2017. So apart from this, we also have Jyotirling present in Nasik. So we are having various UNESCO sites, that is the Pandavlini and Ajanta and Ellora caves. So Nasik is also termed as the trekking hub of India, as there are around 50 plus treks which is available in Nasik. And so Nasik is very much famous for the defense establishments as well, as we are having the artillery center in Deolali, which is the Asia's largest artillery center. So we are having the CATS, that is Combat Aviation Training School. And so we are having the equipment depot, that is A4 Station Deolali. We are having the signal unit, that is at A4 Station Border. So we are having the 11 BRD, that is the base repair depot, that is at A4 Station also. We are also having the HEL, the HAL Nasik, which is right now due to the repairing work of Sukhoi and MiG-29. So for all these things, Nasik is famous for. It is famous for the cuisine as well. That is the missile and for the language and the tradition and culture.
Did you get any opportunity to visit the artillery center?
Yes, I have visited during my NCC tenure, and so I have also seen the passing out of the artillery people after their training of 6 months.
What artillery guns did you see?
So I have not seen the artillery guns much. I don't recall the name, but yes, I have seen many.
Okay, and how did you feel being inside the watching the POP?
So it's a very different feeling. Seeing them getting passed out and the air show is something that is very different. It has given me a greater insight about the army because I have never seen the army background much. So it has really inspired me a lot.
Maasoom, Nasik was in news during the monsoon. There was a lot of problems. Were you there that time?
Yes, sir, because actually, sir, the sea level of the Godavari has increased and it leads to the situation of floods in Nasik. And so that was the reason.
How are things now?
So it's better. Now everything is fine, sir.
And weather-wise?
So weather-wise, it's cold. It's a bit cold right now, but comparatively, it's better because when I've been to like Mumbai and that places, then it's better. So Nasik is better.
Okay, so you lived in Hyderabad and Bihar also?
Yes, sir. So I'm from Bihar, and my maximum residence is Hyderabad. I stayed for 12 years in Hyderabad.
How do you compare Hyderabad with Nasik?
So I think so both the states and both the cities are very much different in terms of when I consider the tradition and culture. But I love both. But if I have to compare, I think that Hyderabad is much better. So yes, sir.
You like to stay in Hyderabad compared to Nasik?
So for sure, I will.
What all places, historical places did you see in Hyderabad?
So we have the UNESCO sites, that is the Charminar. We are having the Golconda Fort, so NTR Garden, so Hussain Sagar. So we are having the Ramoji Film City there, which is means 90% of the Tollywood movie used to be shooted in Ramoji Film City only. So these are all those places I visited.
Okay, right. So, Maasoom, we will now first talk about your education and we will take class 10 as the baseline. Okay. The overall percentage of marks, the grades you scored in each class up till now, the subject which has impressed you most, and there may be subject you may not have liked, and what would be the reasons in support. Similarly, the teacher who has impressed you most, and if there was a teacher you didn't like, once again, the details. Then we talk about your friend circle, how big is it, and amongst them, your best friend, and something about your close friends, and what is the reason that you like the person who's so close or best friend of yours. Finally, we talk about the extracurricular activities and position of responsibilities that you held during your education.
Sure, sir. So, starting with my educational background, so I have completed my 10th from KV number 2 AFS Academy, Duplical, Hyderabad, with 88.2 percentage. I have completed my 12th from KV number 1 AFS Academy, Duplical, Hyderabad. So, at that time, I have taken commerce and I have scored 94.6 percentage. So, then I have completed my graduation BCom from BYK College of Commerce, Nasik, Maharashtra, with 78.23 percentage. So, talking about my favorite subjects and so, sir, till 12th, I was very much fond of both English and Hindi, the language part, because I was very much fond of reading stories, poems, and it is something that has given me a greater insight about the author's perspective. And I was very, so from starting, I loved reading poems and stories. So that's why I loved languages. So the subject that I didn't like till 10th, it was science, and so to an extent, I can say maths as well. So because I don't know, so I have never got that much of interest in reading science and maths both. So that's why, so that was the major reason. Later on, I had taken commerce. So after taking commerce, my favorite subject was accounts and economics both. And so accounts is the subject that has given me a lot of practical knowledge about the industries, the accounts and everything. And so it has given me a lot of patience because when you're solving an accounts problem, it usually takes you 40 to 45 minutes for solving. And after 45 minutes, if your balance sheet get tallied, then only you get to know that the answer is right. So it requires a lot of patience. And so economics is also my favorite subject because it's very interesting to know how the money flows in the economy, how the economy works, how the government and industries are using the resources in an effective and efficient manner. So it is something that economics has also given me a lot of interest. So the subject that I don't like during my graduation, so to an extent, it was applied statistics. So the reason was there was so many theoretical assumptions, and you have to put so much of hypothesis in it, and making assumptions, and you have to create your own formula. So sometimes it leads to a bit confusing. So that's why applied statistics is the subject that I didn't like. So moving ahead with my teachers, so till 10th, my social science teacher that was Mrs. Pramesh Rajput. So she was a very great teacher I have seen. She used to give different tricks for learning the things and make it easy. She used to put a lot of efforts ensuring that each and every person who is sitting in the class can learn the concept. She used to say that whenever you are having any doubt, you can call me at 12 as well. So this is something that she is very much approachable. So after that, so in my 11th and 12th, my accounts teacher that was Mrs. Uma Maheshwari. So she used to teach us two languages, two subjects, that was accounts and business studies both. And so 11th was whole COVID. So in 12th, she has to complete the syllabus of both 11th and 12th. So sir, she used to take extra class till 6 in the evening. And so even though she has to complete two subjects, she used to take lots of classes, ensuring that everyone can learn and have a love with the accounts and all the subjects. So the efforts that she used to take, it's something that I love the most. And so in my graduation, so my accounts teacher, he was Mr. Mahesh Kulkarni. So he was the
I would not be interested in your class wise. Okay. In your academic career, you make up your mind. Okay. It's not necessary that in 11th I like this, 12th and graduation. If you like one or two,
okay.
it need not be class wise.
So then, sir, I will say that my Pramesh ma'am and Uma Maheshwari ma'am, these were two of my favorite teachers. And so,
Okay, but what did you like about your professor in graduation?
so I think, sir, he was very much understanding. He understand, for example, sir, I have came to Nasik and so I was not aware of Marathi language. So every teacher used to teach in Marathi. So when I used to say that, ma'am, sir, if it's possible, you can teach in Hindi and English. So they used to say that to take admission in other college, I will speak in Marathi only, and you should learn Marathi if you are staying there. So he was the first teacher to whom when I said, and so he was actually the aim of army, so he understood more. So that was the reason, so I loved him the most, and he's a very great teacher, so he teaches in a very good language. So it's a moving ahead with my friends. So I'm having a great number of friends, but my closest friends, I'm having three of my close friends. That is Sakshi, Kushbu, and Ojashvi. So Sakshi and Kushbu were my friends in my NCC. They were my NCC colleague. So the qualities that I love the most about both of them is that they are very much helpful. They are very much loyal, trustworthy, and they're always there to support me. And so this is something that I like the most about them. And so Ojashvi, so she was my childhood friend. We were together in Hyderabad, and so she's very helpful, very supportive, and she's having a great sense of humor, which always inspired me to at least I should also have some humor. So this is something that I always learn from her. So this is something that I love the most about them. So moving ahead with the achievements in extracurricular activities. So I have played lot of sports. So from sixth itself, I was very much active in playing sports. I have played various sports. So I have represented Hyderabad region at national level in shot put in 2019 when I was in my ninth, and so I didn't get any position. I was fourth. And so again, I was selected in 10th in 200 meters for nationals, but just because of my pre-boards and boards, I was not able to get it. But I have played in 200 meters as well. I have played in both school and regionals. And so I have played handball for 3 consecutive years. And so I have played throwball only at school level. And so in handball, so we got position in regionals. That is, we got second position in regionals. And so moving ahead, so in other parts, that is like I have participated in Bharatanatyam dance competitions as well. So in Hyderabad, there is one RR Academy, and where I participated in the dance competition. So I didn't get any position, but I met a chance to meet Anuradha Devi. So she was also the Padma Bhushan awardee. So and because she was the judge, so I met her. So I have participated in various of the Bharatanatyam competition. I have participated in the annual day and all those things. So then I have participated in poem recitations as well because I love reciting poem. I can't write, but I love reading and reciting poems. So yes, sir.
Any position of responsibility?
So the so I was during my NCC tenure, I was the head corporal, and so in my school, I was the house vice captain, I was the sports vice captain, and in 12th I was the school captain.
School captain.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Right. So tell me this shortcut for ladies. What is the weight of the shortcut and what was your best throw?
So the I have played under 14 and I have represented in under 14 only. So for girls it's 2 kgs and for under 14 boys it's 3 kgs. But you went for under 17, then it becomes 3 kgs, and for boys it's 4 kgs.
So how much did you throw your 2 kg?
So I have thrown only 10 meters. So in my
10
national,
meters.
so 10 meters. Yes.
So 10 meters. Why you saying only 10 meters is a reasonably good distance?
So because there are many good players compared to me. They have thrown for 14 meters. That was the highest, and so I got fourth high score. Means I have thrown only 10 meters.
Okay. And what part of the muscle do you think is most important for doing well in shortcut?
So actually, you have to apply the pressure from your shoulder. So basically, there is a glide technique which you have to follow. You have to put the metallic ball around your neck, and you have to throw at a degree of 45, making a 45 degrees towards the sky. And there is a glide technique which you have to follow, in which you have to apply the pressure from your shoulder rather than from your arms. So that's how it works.
Why did you give up, not getting good marks in, science and maths? Because your scope of further employability goes much better with those subjects. Why didn't you try to work harder? You gave it up the easy way?
No, sir. Actually, I used to score good marks in both science and maths, but sir, I was never interested in reading those subjects because I used to forget the concepts on an easy basis, and I never got that much of interest in reading, studying science and maths. So that
Okay,
was
so
it.
you are a financial person. Lots of time we keep reading in the newspaper and we keep hearing GDP. What exactly is GDP?
So GDP basically stands for the gross domestic product. It is the total amount of goods and services that is produced in an economy. And so GDP is basically calculated by three methods. We are having the expenditure method, the production method, and consumption method. And in India, we basically follows the expenditure method, in which we used to calculate by consumption, investment, spending, and net export.
Okay. Right. Also, we keep saying that we have become now the fourth largest economy and we are moving toward. How is this calculated and what does this imply?
So actually, we calculate it on two bases. So first, we are having GDP on the basis of PPP, that is the purchasing power parity. So it is calculated. For example, in India, we are spending maybe 100 rupees for our monthly consumption. But in when you will go to US, so you have to spend around maybe $2-3. So we actually calculated on the cost of living. Also, the GDP that people are talking about, that is the nominal GDP that we calculate on the production on the basis of increase in the production. For example, so right now we are taking a base year that is 2011-12, and we are calculating that, for example, in 2011 we are only producing 100 units of anything, and right now we are producing 1,000
Okay,
units.
understood, Maasoom. Maasoom, no, normally I find that people score higher marks in 10th and then there's a little drop in 12th. In your
Yes,
case, it is reverse.
yes, sir.
Why?
So actually, at that time I was, so actually from starting itself, I was very much fond in doing everything. Means I'm not that person who can just sit in one place and study for longer hours. I'm like, if I'm studying, I also have to go for swimming. I also have to go for playing and everything. So this is something. So I was more interested in sports at that point of time and less interested in studies. And so at that time, even the highest marks that in our school was only 90% that has been scored by one of my friend only. So that was the highest. And
You
so
can swim
even,
also?
sorry sir?
You can swim also?
Yes, sir, I swim. So I started from,
What are
yes.
the different strokes in swimming? Which is your favorite? Which is the most difficult?
So freestyle I can do better. And so then there are breaststroke, backstroke. So right now I can't do the breaststroke more properly, but I can do the backstroke.
Is there something missing? There are only three or there is something more?
So you are having the freestyle, backstroke, breaststroke, and so
There is something like the dolphin.
so, are you saying, like, sir, I don't know the name, like the fish that you're saying?
Okay, that's called the butterfly stroke.
Oh, okay,
Anyway.
yes, sir. Sorry, sorry, it's
Huh?
butterfly. Yes, sir, butterfly stroke. I was, so in my mind, it's going like fish. So, yes.
Okay, now you've been having a lot of appointments also. So first let's talk about related to school. Sports captain I can understand. And tell me about the house vice captain and then the school captain. The criteria and the reasons why you think that these were responsibilities were given to you.
Sure, sir. So, school captain. So, basically, so school captain, I had got the appointment only on the basis of marks. There was only because after COVID, our schools has opened, so there was nothing that teachers were also not known about. So, on the basis of marks, who had scored higher. So, on that basis, in 12th, I got the school captain. So, in house vice captain, so I was very much active in every means participating in every activities. So teacher has so it's basically they were selecting on the basis of like people who are good in academics as well as who is good in extracurricular activities or as well. So that's on that basis I got the house vice captain. So yes, sir.
Okay, so you specialize in Bharatnatyam. What are the other Indian dances?
So we are having Bharatnatyam, Kathakali, Mohiniyattam, so and Tatriya of Assam, so Kathakali, so these also.
Did you feel scared performing on the stage?
So no, sir. So being very honest, I don't have stage fear much because I have from starting itself I have done like anchoring and other things. So I don't have that much of fear. So even I enjoy participating and performing on stage. Sir.
Okay, so NCC also you had an appointment.
Yes, sir.
Now give me the background of how and why you got this appointment.
So I was cadet corporal, and so the criteria were the first is that you must be having more than 75% of attendance. Second is you must be very much active in all the NCC events, the forums and everything. And so third thing, sir used to conduct an interview. Our ANO, so that was Flying Officer Akash Thakur, and on the basis of interview, he used to select the candidates.
What is full form of ANO?
So assistant NCC officer.
Okay. Right. So what is the motto of NCC? When is the NCC Day celebrated? Who's presently the DG NCC? Tell me about the camps. Tell me about your experience of firing. Tell me about other details of map reading and other activities which you undertook.
Yes, sir. So NCC basically stands for the National Cadet Corps, and it has been established in 1948. So NCC is right now the largest uniform youth organization, which basically focuses on grooming the youth personality. So we can inculcate the qualities of that discipline, sense of responsibility, and that selfless love towards the nation. And we can also inspire the youth to join military forces. So the motto of NCC is unity and discipline. And right now the DG of NCC is Lieutenant General Giri towards. And so all the camps that was there is the CATC camp that you do, the VSC camp, that is the Vayu Senior camp, and the RDC camp. So I have only done the mandatory camps, that was the CATC and the flying camp. I was in the air NCC. And so is there anything else?
Okay, what are the prerequisites before you can appear for C certificate?
So for you are asking about the criteria.
Yeah.
So for C certificate, firstly you must be having the D certificate, and then again in 1 year you must be having the 75 years of attendance, 75% of attendance in your NCC tenure.
Did you do range firing?
Yes, I have done.
Different firing positions, which one did you fire?
So there are 4 positions, that is standing, sitting, kneeling, and a prone position. So I have done in the prone position.
Distance to the target, weapon you used, and your score.
So I have fired a .22 rifle, and so the target paper used to be at a distance of 50 meters, but the range of .22 is around 50 meters to 100 meters. And so I have yes.
What was your score?
So I was not able to shoot well, but I have once I have done shooted the bullseye.
Did you shot the bullseye?
Yes, only once, sir.
And others went outside the target or they
No,
hit
sir.
the target?
Sir, not outside the target, but it was in the backfire again.
No. What are the other names? What is this? Bullseye, magpie, there are some other circles. Do they also have names?
Yes, sir. So the middle one is the bullseye, then the bull, then inner, magpie, and then outer.
Okay, and outside the outer is
So
one shot, no score.
yes, sir, no space.
No score.
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. So, Maasoom, what your friends think about you?
So my friends consider me as a loyal person, helpful person who is always there to support them, and they consider me very much having a great passion, and they consider me a goal-oriented person. And especially they think that I'm a very lively person who always believe in just enjoying life and doing your deeds. So they always love me for that because they can be always free when they are with me and they can share everything with me. So yes.
And what do they like about you, or what do they think that you should improve upon?
So sometimes they think that I'm a bit rigid with my schedules.
Vijay?
Yes, so not rigid. So rigid is a very, I think it's a strong word. But I will say, for example, so after falling, if you are planning, okay, let's go for trek or let's go for somewhere. So I used to say that, okay, these are some of the things that I have not done. If I will be, so because my NCC, the college was around 35 kilometers away from where I live. So I know that it's going to take me 2 hours to wake my home. So if I will go for trek and other things, then I will be late at home and I will not be able to meet my target. So I will be like, okay, next fall and we will go earlier and we will go for treks or other things. But right now, so they believe that you should forget about the targets, let's go. So they believe that you are very much rigid, that you have to do your and meet your target, so you will not commit. So this is
Are
something.
you trying to tell me that you do trekking also?
Yes, I have done trekking.
Where all have you gone? Which is the most significant trek?
So Brahmagiri, so I have done around 8 to 10 treks, and so I have done like Brahmagiri, Anjaneri, Harihar, Kalsubai, Someshwar, Ramsej. So these were some of the treks I have done. And so the most favorite trek of mine was Brahmagiri because because it takes you 7 hours to reach at the top, and when you reach at the top, there were 2 of the temples, beautiful temples which is located on the top. So I love the most.
What all did you carry with you when you went on trek?
So we actually on that trip, so we have taken utensils for making something on the top. So that is Maggie, sir. And then all the words, paper and water bottles, and so a small first aid kit and water bottles. So these are the only things.
But not risky lighting a fire on the forest, it can spread.
No, sir. It was a very clear area. There was nothing like tree and all those things. So we have made a stove.
And when you say we, who are these we? How many people? And who planned the trek?
So we were actually at that trip. We were only three people because most of the people were having their exams and we were the only three whose exams has ended. So we three people, so including me, so Sakshi and Khushbu, and so we three went. And so actually we have planned it together. We were having a conversation after in the night only that okay
Is there
exam.
any other activities which you do? We clarify that before we proceed further. Any adventure or any trekking or anything else you have done?
So I have done means and adventures. I have only done the trekking part.
Okay. What is your routine like? How do you spend your full day? What time do you get up and spend the full day?
So I used to get up around 6 o'clock in the morning until 7:30. I used to do the yoga exercise, and if the weather is good, I used to go for a walk. And from 8 o'clock, I used to help my mother in all the household chores, like washing the utensils and making the breakfast if it's not me. And then so around 9:30, me and my mom used to have the breakfast together. And so later on, around 10:30, I used to sit for studies for whichever the exams I'm preparing for, and so I will have my lunch around 1:30. Then so around 3:30, then I used to go for my swimming. The swimming used to start from 3:30. I used to return around 5 o'clock. And so from 5 o'clock, I used to go for grocery if I have to buy some of the groceries. Then so I will return around 6 o'clock. From 6 to 7:30, me, my mom used to sit together and my father. I used to make some of the snacks. I am very much interested in cooking, so I used to make means I used to see the YouTube videos and cook different things. So then after so around 7:30, I used to again sit for studies, and then 9:30 we used to have a dinner, and I used to sleep around 10:30.
Okay. So this walking you think is enough for your physical fitness? A person joining defense does a little bit of walking. You think that fitness is enough?
So actually, I don't go for walking. It's only jogging. But if I get tired, then I will start walking. So that's why I already told that it's.
Okay, because as per your routine, you said you do yoga and then you go for a walk. The younger like you should be running.
Yes, I used to run, sir.
Used to or do you still?
So
Used to you're
still,
talking everything in the past tense. Why are you talking in the past tense?
no, sir. Still, I'm still doing it.
You're doing.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, Maasoom. How many members are there in the family? What is each one doing? Who are you closest to? Who do you approach when you have some problem? What virtues do you think you have inherited from your family members?
Yes, sir. So there are five members in my family: my father, my mother, my elder sister, and my younger brother. So my father is currently serving in Air Force, right now posted in Nashik only. So my mother is homemaker. My elder sister is right now undergoing training at Air Force Technical College in Bangalore, and my younger brother is right now in ninth, doing it from KV Ojha. And so whenever I am having any issues, I used to basically first I used to have a conversation with my sister because she's a bit more. She's having a greater insight compared to me, and she can look things in a better way. So she's the one with whom I used to consult, and so maybe it's because we are having the less age gap just of 3 years, so she can understand more compared to anyone else. So I used to confide with my sister first, and so anything else I'm missing?
Do you do anything for the family and what virtues have you inherited?
So from my family, I would definitely say the sense of responsibility that I'm having. This is for sure I can say because I have seen my parents, my sister, everyone, they are very much responsible. They know that if they have to do their task, they will complete the task first, then they will enter into any other thing. So sense of responsibility, the discipline that everyone is having, it's something that I have learned from them only. And so the passion and dedication for doing things. For example, so my brother is right now small, but he always has a great desire of joining like defense only. So whenever I used to prepare for SSB, so he will come and sit behind me or doing the things that I am doing. So the dedication and passion that they are having, even being younger to me. So this is something that I have learned from my whole family, and so of course the sense of responsibility, the discipline, and being honest. This is something that I've learned from my parents, and yes, sir.
But, Does your opinion be considered anyway?
Yes, sir. They used to. Yes, sir. They used to ask me different opinions. That okay, so for example, if it's Sunday, so everyone has different plans. For example, my mom want to go for shopping. My father says that let's sit home, let's watch movie. And if I want to go, let's go for trek. So they used to ask me, okay, what are your opinions? And then if I say that okay, let's go for trek, so everyone say that okay, she said, so let's go for trek.
When there are such differences, then how does it get resolved?
So it's basically through discussion. For example, shopping is something that you can do anytime because you can go alone. Then also you can do the shopping. And so watching movie is something that you can do in every evening after returning from 7 o'clock. And so trekking is something that it can be done when everyone is at home. So this is something so through a conversation only.
What are things your brother's better than you?
So my brother is very much good in he can he's a basketball player, so he has been for nationals as well recently. So he is good in sports compared to me. So I would say so in sports. So when I compared with me, he's good in public speaking as well. So in these two things, I think so.
Honestly, tell me, when was the last time you got scolded and what were the reasons?
So I have scolded my brother.
You got scolded from your parents.
Okay. Okay. So last time, so I think yesterday only, just because I am not very much fond of eating like green vegetables. I don't like much. So my plate only the green vegetables will be left. So for that thing I was scolded that you should eat everything.
Then what did you do?
So I have eaten everything.
You did?
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. So this factor of depend, besides the fact that your father wears a uniform, what are other motivating factors?
Yes, sir. So basically, when I was in sixth, at that time my father got posted from Kanpur to Hyderabad in AFA only. So I stayed there for 7 years, seeing cadets all around you for 7 years, and that also teenage part because at that part whatever you see it gets into your mind. So seeing cadets all around you, whether it's at FCM in Camp Howard and everything, so it has really inspired me towards that disciplined lifestyle. So I will really consider that I'm very much blessed that I got a chance to stay there and that also for 7 years. So this is something that has really given a lot of passion and inspiration for joining Air Force. And so the third reason was, of course, I generally consider that my sense of loyalty is something that lies more towards the Air Force because I strongly believe that if I'm able to develop, if I'm able to inculcate any qualities, it's not because of my efforts. I consider that my efforts are negligible. It's because of my parents' values and it's because of the organization. Because whatever this organization has given me, it's something that has helped me really in my development. So I consider that my loyalty is something that lies towards this organization.
What branch have you applied for?
Sorry, sir?
What branch have you applied for?
So I have applied for accounts branch.
Accounts.
Yes, sir.
What type of job you think you would be doing, the type of responsibility you would be showing?
So looking into the financial management of the Air Force, the salaries and allowance, the allocation of funds, the internal audits, all those things. So everything related to the financial management of the Air Force.
So you must be aware that the defense has public and non-public funds.
Sorry, sir?
Are you aware that the units have public and non-public funds? Have you heard?
So I'm not aware of it.
Okay. Right. So how many commands are there? What is their location?
So there are total of, so Air Force.
Yeah.
So there are total of 7 commands that includes 5 operational commands and 2 functional commands. So the Southern Command is at Tiruvananthapuram, Eastern Command is at Shillong, Western Command is at Delhi, Southwestern Command is at Gandhinagar, Central Command is at Allahabad, Training Command is at Bangalore, and Maintenance Command is at Nagpur.
Different types of aircraft available, and since you've been at KFA for such a long time, which aircraft were flying at KFA?
So in AFA, so the Pilatus PC-7 is very much, that is a trainer aircraft that used to fly in AFA means almost all the time. And so the aircraft that Indian Air Force is having, so we are having various fighter aircrafts like Sukhoi 30 MKI, Mirage 2000, MiG-29, MiG-27, MiG-21 that got retired, the Jaguar, Tejas, these were some of the fighters we are having Rafale. And so the transport we are having is C-17 Globemaster, C-130J Super Hercules, Antonov 32 Dornier, and Boeing 737. These were some of the transport. Then we are having the helicopters like Mi-17, Mi-25, Apache, Cheetah, Chetak, Prachand. So these were some of the helicopters we are having, and then the trainer we are having the Kiran, the Hawk, the Pilatus PC-7. So these were some of the trainers.
You haven't been up in an aeroplane in your life so far?
Yes, sir. During my NCC tenure, I got a chance to operate the microlight aircraft, and I have done 6 sorties. Yes, sir.
640.
Yes, sir.
Did you handle the controls?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What was the radar you used for?
So the primary radar. So there are basically 3 types of radar. So in I have
Radar. Not radar. Radar.
so okay radar pattern.
Yes.
Okay, so radar is basically used for controlling at the back. That is the elevator. That basically helps to give the pitch to the aircraft.
What is the function of ailerons?
So ailerons is basically present near the flaps on the wing surfaces on the aircraft, and it basically helps. It can be controlled through the control stick and center stick. And the ailerons helps to make the movement. For example, if you want to move to your left, then the ailerons of the right wings will go up. So it will help to manage the speed of the aircraft.
Did you take off land or you could just flying?
So I have, during my 6 sorties, last sortie, sir has given me the chance. Okay, now you can also take off. So in my 6 sorties,
What was your takeoff speed?
so it's 55 knots.
55.
Yes.
How did you feel?
So it was a very different experience. Means
And is it an enclosed aircraft or is it open?
so enclosed.
Fully enclosed? What was the aircraft?
So it's microlight or wireless SWA.
Okay, so you took off
Yes, sir.
and landing.
So landing is something that sir does not give to anyone, because landing is a bed, means your toes should be at the correct position. So
Who was your instructor there?
so our CO sir, that is Group Captain Sangram Nayak, sir.
Okay, alright. How do you keep yourself updated on what's happening around the country and the world?
So I used to, for example, so I am having InShots in my phone. So from that, or else I used to watch the news. So from this.
You don't believe in reading newspapers?
So I used to, yes, sir, I have, so just from past 15 days I have stopped reading it, but before that I used to read it.
Maasoom, you seem to be very happy living in the past because everything you like to used to. There is nothing which you presently like to.
Sir,
Everything
because,
is in your past sense only. Why?
so because right now I have stopped reading newspaper, but 15 days back, till 15 days back.
Okay, let's see how does your system keep you updated. Inform me about some current national, international issues which you think are both current and important from your perspective.
Yes, sir. So national news. First is today ISRO has launched the Earth satellite, that is for the Earth observation satellite, that is PSLV 62. The name of the satellite is Anvesha. And so the second news is right now desert cyclone exercise is going on in Rajasthan between India and Egypt. So third is Maharashtra has become the first state in order to join the center's initiative for privatizing the nuclear sector. And so
International.
the international is US has put a massive strike on the Venezuela and captured the Venezuela president, that is Maduro, that is Nicolas Maduro. And so the second news is US has threatened Greenland that in next 2 months they will take the Greenland. So third is US has said that they will they will withdraw their name from 66 of the international organizations. So fourth is there is an anti-government a strike which is going on in Iran by the youth because the economy has collapsed and because of the inflation. And so fifth
Who
news.
presently owns Greenland?
Sorry, sir.
Which country owns Greenland presently?
Sir, it's come under the Denmark and it's in European Union.
Okay, and the way you said about Venezuela, did the Americans attack Venezuela?
Yes, sir. They had a strike on Venezuela, and around 250 aircrafts of US has entered the Venezuela the day when the president has been captured by the US.
Okay. Your forecast on Indian economy in the present situation with so many embargoes and coming from the US, what do you see the future of Indian economy?
So I believe that definitely one thing is going to happen because there is an unrest in the civil. So I would say that it will lead to the situation of inflation in the country because it will disrupt the supply chain firstly. And so secondly, so maybe India can get a different way. For example, so the major reason why US has had a strike on Venezuela is because they wanted the oil. Because right now many of the countries are dependent upon Russia and they are not stopping buying oil from Russia. So US wants that oil so that people can now buy it from that way also. So I think this is the other way that India can get in another method or another way of buying the
Okay,
oil.
Matu, from your own assessment, your assets or strong points, areas of improvement, and what are you doing for that?
Um, so I think my strengths are something that I consider the sense of responsibility, the discipline, and I believe the limitless efforts putting for my dreams. This is something which I consider as my strength. So my weakness for sure is right now I have to be more updated with the current affairs and GK and GS. So this is something that I consider as my weakness.
Okay? Uh, for some reason, if you don't get recommended, then what do you do?
So I will again appear for the AFCAT and CDS exams and I will again come.
What happened in your last assessment?
So I got screened out.
Okay, and give me some good reason as to why should we select you. What do you
Uh,
see in you?
so I believe that an officer should be someone who's so the first thing which I consider is very much important for being an officer is you must be responsible with the task that is required to be done. And if you're responsible with your task, it is something the other qualities is something that will be developed by itself, whether it's discipline or another thing. So I think that sense of responsibility is something that I'm having. The discipline, I'm very much disciplined with my work if I know I have to do it. So at any cost, whatever it takes, I will do it. So the sense of responsibility, discipline, and because of these two qualities, and I used to do a lot of hard work. So because of these three qualities, I believe that an officer should be someone who should be having these three at least the qualities. So on that basis, I can say so.
Okay, right. What are your ultimate goals just in case you are unfit for defense?
Um, so I will do MBA. So I will maybe MBA or MCOM. So.
Okay. Okay, Maasoom. With that, we finish. At this stage, the interviewing officer will tell you that it's finished. And any questions you would like to ask.
Okay, sir.
So, no.
Okay, sir.
Okay, no, thank you. And one more experiences are something related to service. But